feeling. This place is jumping off hard as it can get. No, we won't ever stop dancing on the edge. We like it dangerous, we like to see you split. Turn up another notch, you ain't seen nothing yet. Let me tell you something, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, let me tell you something. Right now, 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 right now. Got a real good feeling, got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling, I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Yeah, I got a real good feeling, I won't hit no ceiling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling, I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Got a real good feeling. Right now, 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 right now. Oh, I got a real good feeling, got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling, I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Yeah, I got a real good feeling, got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling, I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. I got a real good feeling.
Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, and in today's stream, we have a lot of very exciting news to talk about. Guys, we have been talking about over the last couple of weeks that Bitcoin has been in a correction, and we've been looking for where that bottom is. Now, we still can't absolutely confirm exactly where it is, but we do have some good news, and that is that the major three cryptocurrencies that we cover on this channel regularly, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, all three are currently sitting in an inverse head and shoulders pattern and look like they might be about to go into rallies. We don't only have that to discuss in today's stream, we also have to talk about some major news coming out of three different American states being very bullish on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space. One of them in particular even having its governor petition for the ability to pay state taxes in cryptocurrency. We're also going to be talking about Cardano a little bit more and whether or not Cardano is going to have a fantastic hot Cardano summer. We're going to be discussing all of that and more in today's stream. If you do enjoy today's stream, make sure you hit that like button. Let's see if we can't get to like 250 likes straight out the gate. I am joined, as always, by my co-host and your president, Kinda Crypto Tim. How you doing?
What's up, everybody? New day, new hat. Look for a good collection coming in the future.
Heck yeah.
I don't want to just limit myself to only having not XRP, is Hurley. Do not join them together because I don't want to put that on poor Hurley. They did nothing to deserve that. But at the moment, all I had was the Hurley and Adidas hat. Under Armour hat should be coming soon. But for today, I got the Nick Saban. What's the name of this hat?
It's a Gardner hat. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Gardner.
Sun hat.
Sun hat. There you
Sun
go.
hat, sure.
Because it's bright in here, I guess.
He's got to go
He
gardening.
doesn't like the lighting. I'll have to look up a lot.
Smay says his head is in the darkness. That's okay, though. We are joined, as always, by our producer, your one and only Smangatan. How you doing, Smay?
Guys, I lost my hat this morning. I'm pretty sad about it. I literally did, and I'm really sad.
What happened to your hat?
I don't know. I lost
Your Celtics hat?
Yeah, it's gone.
He left his Celtic. We have the same barber. He left his Celtics hat at the barber shop, and I looked on the shelf, and I'm like, wait a second, is that Smay's? He goes here. Okay, cool. Guys, we have a lot to talk about in today's stream, but we actually have something very special to spice up our price prediction decisions and our contestants.
So first of all, JD, and I don't know what Joy, did he leave his last name? This doesn't have his last name.
What's his calling card?
JD though, and I want to shout out. He asked specifically that we would shout out his wife Amber. First of all, JD and Amber have 5 kids. Amber sounds like a super mom.
Shout out to Amber.
My mom had 5 kids. I have 4 brothers and sisters. That is a hard job. So Amber, you are the GOAT. JD though, I mean, listen, Amber, you got a special husband.
Yeah.
Because what he did for us is crazy. We're about to show you guys what he did, but he has been watching this show for a couple months now. He is literally through CD2A and watching the show has literally turned his finances around. He's put all of his, he said they got a good amount of money from the government with the stimulus checks. He put all of it into Cardano, I think is what he said. And so he's sitting very nice right now. But he made us a trophy. So for our predictions, every single week that we do, he made us a trophy so that we can win. So I'm going to read you guys what the rules are. So he said, whoever gets to 6 wins first gets to unleash the power of the Huddle trophy. There's a magnetic key that you put on the bottom of the trophy and it will open. And he said, don't open that trophy yet because I put a prize inside for the winner. And he asked us not to look at it until the show. So everyone else in our office has seen this trophy.
I have not seen it.
Jebb has not seen the trophy.
I haven't seen it at all.
Smay has not seen the trophy. I have not seen the trophy. So we will let you guys know more about it, but I am super excited, JD. Thank you so much. He said if we ever retire it to send it back. JD, we trust us. If we ever stop using it, we'll send it back to you, but I do not see that happening for a very long time. So, without further ado, Zach, bring in the
trophy! Is he coming?
Zach!
Oh,
Zachary!
All right. Ooh,
Oh my
shiny.
goodness. We got that wide
Holy
angle.
crap.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Bro, that is sick!
It is a glove of Thanos.
Dude!
There are, I don't know if people can see this, there are 6 coins.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Polkadot,
cool.
Cardano, Binance, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and VeChain.
Let's go.
Whoa.
And then, oh my god, look at the
Hey.
craftsmanship. The
The Huddle trophy.
The
Yeah.
It's got our
Huddle
logo
trophy.
on it.
gosh. Okay, so
Let's
he's got
go.
No way! There's a monkey!
That's so cool.
yeah, he's got he's got a football player, a smangatang, and a Jebb's car on fire.
What? Oh, wow.
We will take a picture.
I see how that is.
A bunch of crypto Jebb symbols on this
Hey.
side, and then on the back is the tape. I think the tape's supposed to stay on there, so
Yeah.
we keep redoing it.
Yeah.
The tape is how we keep track of the score.
Yeah.
That is super dope.
That is so cool.
And you know what I'm so excited about, guys, is because we're starting this week. We're tracking these,
Man.
and it really looks like I'm gonna win. So I'm gonna
Really?
get to hold the trophy for
Aw.
the first week. But for right now, I'm putting it down here because no one deserves it yet.
Alrighty.
Wait till the
Oh,
end of the
that's
week.
so cool.
And then again, after someone wins 6 times, there's
get
a
to open it.
prize inside. I'm
There's a prize.
super excited.
I'm hoping that there is like a ledger with some Bitcoin on it or something, or
Yes.
Dogecoin in case Tim gets it so he can be salty. Guys, we have some technical analysis to do on Bitcoin, so let's go ahead and jump onto that chart. We will see that trophy again before the stream is over, but let's go ahead and jump on to Bitcoin. As you guys know, Bitcoin has been in a major downtrend for the last couple of weeks, but luckily we are starting to see some formations here on the chart that are indicating that we might be about to move to the upside. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Namely, we had a downtrending level of resistance right here on Bitcoin, and I talked about this with Tim on Monday off stream, that Bitcoin was probably going to reject in between $39,000 and $40,500, pull back to this downtrending level of support and bounce. And that's what has taken place now. And what that has done is that has caused this inverse head and shoulders pattern to be formed. You can see there's a left shoulder here, a head right here, and a right shoulder here. Now, we haven't actually completely broken out and initialized the rally that should be coming from this inverse head and shoulders pattern, but we should be expecting it. If you guys are curious about what that would look like, the neckline, you could either argue looks like this or looks like this. I'm going to draw it right here because I think that's the more conservative way to draw it. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. If we draw it like this, and we go ahead and get rid of this drawing, I can show you that our price target from extrapolating here would be roughly $49,000 if Bitcoin is able to break this uptrending level of resistance that is currently below, that being the shoulder line of Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin is in a very important position right now. It needs to break that level. It needs to stay above $39,000. It needs to continue moving. I've been saying for the last week, I even said this on Around the Blockchain yesterday, that Bitcoin is in tumultuous waters right now. There is all kinds of uncertainty going on in the cryptocurrency space right now, and what we really want to see is we want to see some direction. We want to see some conviction of the price. Are we going to move to the upside or are we not? Right now, we're still trading sideways. We haven't confirmed anything yet. And actually, even though this inverse head and shoulders pattern might be very exciting to you, I do have to show you the flip side, which is that Bitcoin is currently in a rising wedge, and rising wedges typically break to the downside. So there's a little bit of contradiction going on in the technicals right now, which means that as of right now, hopefully in the next couple of days this will change, but as of right now, we are still in an undecided territory. Now, I personally think that this inverse head and shoulders pattern will play out. It looks to me like it will, and I'm going to show you why in a second, but we also have to keep in mind that it hasn't happened until it's happened. Here are some of the reasons why I think we're going to break to the upside rather than to the downside. We saw on the 23rd and the 24th of May a bullish engulfing candlestick formation. That happens when you have a red candlestick followed by a larger green candlestick. We've also seen over the last 3 days what I call a green-red-green formation. This happens when you have a green candlestick followed by another bullish engulfing candlestick formation. Notice how this green candlestick is larger than this red candlestick. Another thing to point out is that we're seeing many long lower shadows on the Bitcoin market right now. All of these that I just drew, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, that indicates that the bears keep trying to push Bitcoin to the downside, but the bulls are saying, no, actually, we're going to stay up here in this $35,000 region. It means that the bears are no longer as in charge as they were when we were in a stronger downtrend. It is a signal that we may have hit rock bottom here on Bitcoin. And that's all to lead up to one of my main points here, that MACD is about to cross bullish if Bitcoin can so much as trade sideways for the next couple of days. MACD is very far below the zero level. It's sitting down here at negative 5,000, which is the lowest it has been in a very long time. In fact, I think this might be the lowest it's been in history. Yes, it is. Bitcoin's MACD is naturally going to be inclined to cross bullish and move to the upside. If it does manage to cross bullish, we should be seeing a major rally. For anyone who hasn't seen me do this before, I will show you the last several times that we've seen major bullish crosses on Bitcoin. These are the last 4, and if we look at the chart, then we will see that following these bullish crosses right here, 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 and here, we saw some rallies. Now, I do want to point out these two. Notice we actually saw the rally start back here when the histogram changed color. The histogram changed color on Bitcoin about 5-6 days ago, so we really want to be looking at that signal. The bullish cross itself can sometimes be a lagging indicator. That means the indicator might show up a little bit later than when it is useful, but it is important to realize that bullish MACD crosses, and specifically the histogram changing color on the MACD, is a very strong signal of bullishness. And I will make one final point here. We have not seen a bullish MACD cross below the zero level of the histogram ever since September of 2020. Forget all of these ones I just showed you. All of these happened above the zero level. That's this horizontal level that the MACD is oscillating around. The last time we saw a bullish MACD cross below the zero level was back in September, and that was the beginning of a major rally. It's very important we pay attention to these indicators, guys, because they are trying to tell us something. Remember, technical analysis is simply the art of looking at historical trends and trying to figure out what those trends mean for the future. So let's go to full screen and let's discuss this. I personally am very bullish on Bitcoin. I don't know if that bullishness is going to come today, this week, this month, but I think it's going to come in the long run. But as far as the short-term technical analysis is concerned, everything that I'm reading is saying that we're still in uncertain waters, we're still in uncharted territory, but it does look like we're moving in a more pronounced bullish direction than we have seen over the last week. I would love to hear your thoughts on that in the chat. And by the way, guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button. Absolutely destroy it, guys. Turn it black and blue. Make sure it stays blue because that means it is liked. If you don't like the stream, hit the dislike button twice so we know you really hate it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more cryptocurrency content. Let's see what's going on over there, Tim.
No, there's a lot of cool things. Like, so someone's throwing out my hat, look like Saban. Someone's like to become the Saban of crypto. I think I already have enough names. I don't think we should add another name to the list.
9 touchdown Tim would turn into 9 national championship Tim.
Yeah, how many does he
How
have?
many
He has
does he have?
7, I think.
7? I don't know.
Someone could fact check me on that one. I think
don't
it's
know.
7.
He had the record.
Anyway, someone else said Jebb is taking over around the blockchain. Every appearance, he is spitting fire and owning the discussion. That was Stime Snerdly. Man, I've only watched a couple of them because that's when I'm off the clock. I'm usually either working out or doing something with the family. But I've watched a couple of them, and I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I actually have been watching that show. Great people on there. Shout out to everything. I don't even know all their names. Every single person that goes on there. There's a reason they're on that show. They know what they're talking about. But I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm a little biased since I work for Jebb, but I agree with you. Like, I think Jebb is freaking killing it over there.
Well, thank you.
That is phenomenal. Make sure if you guys have not watched that yet,
You
that
should.
you tune in every night. But Jebb specifically is on there Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I think it starts at 5, right?
Yep, starts at
Yeah.
5.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's a great show. Shout out to Ben Armstrong from BitBoy Crypto. He's a fantastic guy. I know him personally now from us collaborating and working together. He's a strong guy, strong family man, and yeah. Can't speak highly enough about him. Guys, make sure to subscribe to BitBoy Crypto if you haven't already, and thank you so much to their team for helping to grow our channel. Guys, we have some really interesting news that we want to go over, but before we do that, I do want to encourage you, if you're looking for a trading platform, you can sign up for a fantastic one called Bybit. The link is in the description box down below. It is the one that we personally recommend, and it is a trading platform that's going to give you access to leverage if you are an experienced trader and you're ready for it. Remember, leverage does not make you a better trader. It just amplifies whatever you're capable of now. So if you're losing trades consistently, you're only going to lose trades consistently harder. But if you're already a profitable trader, leverage is a tool that can multiply your gains, and Bybit is a fantastic leverage trading platform. Even if you don't like leverage, it's still a great trading platform, has a fantastic user interface, great customer service, one you should definitely check out. Links in the description box down below, and it does help to support this channel. Let's go ahead and talk about a couple of different news articles going on in the cryptocurrency space right now. We have 3 different states and their governors and their legislatures moving towards Bitcoin adoption. You guys already know that Texas and Wyoming and some other big states in America, Miami being one city in America, are trying to move towards adopting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and that is a big deal. Wyoming is very Bitcoin friendly, so is Texas, so is Miami. The challenging mayor, what's his name? I forget his name. In New York City.
Andrew Yang?
Andrew Yang. I don't know if that election has happened yet, but if he actually does get elected, he's trying to turn New York into the next crypto capital of the world. There are some major developments going on, and I have 3 more for you here today. So if we can jump onto our screen, I'll show you these headlines. We're not going to go too deep into each of these articles, but I do just want to put this on your radar so that you have this information. You can go and read more into it. We're not going to go too deep in it here today. Governor Jared Polis wants Colorado to accept cryptocurrency for state taxes. Now, we have 3 of these, but this is by far and away the biggest one, and we'll talk about why here in a second. He says, "I'd love to set that up," the blockchain-friendly governor said at Consensus 2021. Now, anyone that lives in America will know that Colorado is one of the states that is more libertarian. It's more open to adopting new things, such as a little bit of the Mary Jane. You know, I've been to Colorado multiple times, and you walk around and you just smell weed everywhere. They love to adopt new things, and this looks like one of the things that they're looking to adopt, which is Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Whether or not this goes through, the fact that there is a governor of a state in America saying that they want to accept state taxes in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is a huge deal. We're going to come back to that in just a second, but I do want to show you these other 2 articles briefly. Nebraska signs law to authorize state charter banks to custody cryptocurrency. That is a big deal as well. The bill was co-authored by the cryptocurrency firm Telcoin and introduced by Republican State Senator Mike Flood. I'm sorry. A crypto-friendly bill co-authored by a cryptocurrency firm, first introduced by Republican State Senator Mike Flood this January, was signed into law today in Nebraska. So this is passed. The Nebraska Financial Innovation Act was one of the Senator Flood's first initiatives, introduced scarcely 2 weeks after being sworn into office. It will authorize the regulation of digital asset depositories in the state by creating a new state banking charter tailored to digital asset-backed financial services. Republican lawmakers outnumbered Democrats by almost 2-1 in the state legislature, and numbers for this week's final vote were 46-2. Wow. So that's a big deal, guys. A bank adoption of cryptocurrency just goes to show you that one financial institution, or one financial way of doing business, I suppose I should say, is starting to take over the other one. And obviously the winner we all know is Bitcoin. Third article here that I'm going to touch on very briefly is this. Kentucky governor signs Bitcoin mining incentive bill into law. Not going to go into a ton of detail on this, but this is another big adoption story coming out of Kentucky. Kentucky has relatively low living costs and also relatively low energy costs. It is a no income tax state, so that's another big reason why you might see Bitcoin miners starting to move to Kentucky. This might be something that could help Kentucky's economy, seeing an influx of Bitcoin miners, especially coming out of places like China that are trying to crack down on Bitcoin mining. But let's go back to full screen really quickly, and let's discuss this Governor Polis and his attempts to bring Bitcoin and cryptocurrency state taxes payments to Colorado. That is a big, big deal? Give me a 1 in chat if you think that that's a huge deal. I think it's a big deal, and here's the reason why. Tim and I have both been saying this on the stream for a very long time. Whenever federal and state governments start accepting Bitcoin as tax payment, that is going to be the day that we are well and truly on our way to mass adoption. It hasn't really happened just yet, but I don't think we're far away from it. If we already have cities and now states calling for it, I wonder when national governments are going to start saying the same exact thing. Probably won't start with America, probably won't start with the European nations, but I could see this starting to take place in South America or Africa or Asia or maybe even Australia and Oceania. I could see some of these nations doing this. And the reason this is such a big deal, guys, is because the final frontier of Bitcoin adoption is going to be the nation state. Period. We can adopt Bitcoin all we want, but at the end of the day, the people right now that we need to get to adopt Bitcoin are the nation states, because right now they are the printers of the fiat currency. If we can convert them to using Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, that is going to advance the cause of Bitcoin taking back control of our financial destiny from states that are currently printing the money on their own. If we start to see this take place in states inside of America as well as other nations around the world, that is going to be the beginning of the blockchain revolution, the likes of which you have never seen before. Tim, I want to hear what you think about this.
No, I mean, someone in chat, they mentioned, because there's a couple states you were saying, oh, those are red states. Here's the thing. What I think is amazing is, no matter where you are on the political scale, what we can look at here is crypto is being adopted no matter where you are. We got red states, we got blue states, we
Miami's
got
a very
states.
blue city.
Well, I would say like Florida's like a purple state, right? But we've seen things
Colorado
like Texas, Wyoming, Utah, which are red. We see Colorado, New York, even Kentucky is kind of a purple state more often than not. Bitcoin is bigger than politics, and we're going to talk about this here in a little bit. The other thing is, I really hate when people on different sides of the political platform choose to fight each other rather than their common enemy.
Yeah.
Same thing that we're going to talk about that here a little bit with Elon and news coming out with Elon and Saylor. But it's the same thing in politics. Like, why does it have to be a red or blue thing? Why can't it be a us thing against the centralized powers that go to destroy the things that we're trying to build for ourselves? So what I'm super excited about is that no matter where you are on the political spectrum, we are coming together and realizing crypto is the future to help people.
Yeah, and in a very divided world, that might be exactly what the world needs, is a common enemy, which I'm calling the fiat currency system and our traditional banking system. Maybe cryptocurrency is something that can unite both of the aisles. Like, I obviously don't talk about politics here on the channel, but that is something that we know is divisive, and hopefully crypto can help with that. Here's the thing, guys. Mass adoption of Bitcoin is going to be achieved not only by us, but also by the institutions that we work in. We are going to have to go through our governments to get the states to start accepting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We can say, oh, we like Bitcoin all we want, but at the end of the day, our governments are not going anywhere. They're still going to be in power. What we have to do is we have to work hard to make sure that they adopt it in the way that we see fit, because at the end of the day, we are the citizenry that give them the power, and it is our duty to tell them what we want, and that's why we need to be educated and informed voters, if you will, in cryptocurrency, so that we know what we're talking about. And by the way, that is why we seek to teach you guys as much as we possibly can about technical analysis and Bitcoin and fundamentals and trading and investing, is not only because we want to make you a better trader and a better investor and make you more money. Yeah, we want to do that, but we also want to make sure that you are a faithful steward of the good news of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And if you'd like to learn more about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and specifically how to profit in it through the skill of technical analysis, I highly encourage you to check out the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. The link for that is in the description box down below. That is the academy that I created nearly 3 years ago now, that we have used to serve more than 4,000 students, teaching them everything they need to know about technical analysis so that they can become profitable traders and investors. If you'd like to get signed up for that, the link is in the description box down below. Make sure to hit that like button. Let's see if we can pump it to 1,000 likes. Thank you so much, everyone who has tuned in today.
Great segue comment by Jeremy Vest. OMG, OMG, Tim said Michael Saylor's name right. I'm so proud of you, LOL. We discussed that today. Okay, so the spelling of the name, and there's a great segue because we're about to talk about
we're about to
Michael
talk about
Saylor.
him.
Jebb was confused at first because he's like, it has an OR in it. So English is a stupid language.
It is. It really is.
We don't follow really any of our own rules that we make up. We just kind of say whatever we want. So it is Michael Saylor, or at least what I was doing this morning, I was watching videos and I was listening to people say his name. I was like, all right, it's Saylor. It's Saylor. So that's why we are saying it now. So from now on, Michael Saylor, maybe from now.
I'm going to intentionally say Michael Saylor.
I think from time to time it's good to say Saylor.
I'm going to intentionally say Saylor just to trigger you guys.
Moving into that. We talked about it yesterday. What was actually discussed in these meetings between the miners and Elon and Michael? And a little bit more, I don't think the complete picture has been said yet, but a little bit more news came out, and so let's move there.
Absolutely. Someone said it's Michael Savior, and they might be right about that. Let's go ahead and jump onto my screen because, like I said, you might be right about that. Let's talk about this. Michael Saylor, for everyone who's mad at me in chat, says Bitcoin Mining Council required to combat hostile narrative. I'm going to give you a TLDR of this really quickly, but then we're going to dive into it. Don't worry, because this is important. Essentially what Saylor is coming out and saying is that why are you fudding about the council that was built to stop FUD? What are you doing? That's literally what this article is. So let's read on. Michael Saylor has provided more context on the Bitcoin Mining Council and hopes to combat the anti-crypto narrative with greater Bitcoin mining transparency. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor has explained the details and thinking behind the formation of the Bitcoin Mining Council. The council was formed yesterday, May the 25th, after Saylor brokered a successful meeting between Elon Musk and several top North American Bitcoin mining firms. The miners involved will provide current and planned renewable energy usage transparency and will lobby other mining operations across the globe to do so as well. Michael Saylor described the formation of the Bitcoin Mining Council and Elon Musk's shared interest in seeing Bitcoin succeed at consensus this year. You can find this tweet right here on Documenting Bitcoin at documentingbtc.com. You can find this pretty easily on your own, or you can come to this article over on Cointelegraph. Moving on here. Speaking at the Virtual Consensus 2021 conference, Saylor emphasized that the council was formed out of the need to provide greater transparency of the Bitcoin mining industry and promote sustainable initiatives moving forward. The only reason that we have the meeting is because we want to ensure the success of a decentralized cryptocurrency, and the source of decentralization is energy usage. And he's right, because energy usage is the thing that secures the network. It's very important that it is done correctly. It turns out that Bitcoin miners don't actually have a good forum for communicating how they generate their electricity. We don't have a standard model for Bitcoin energy usage right now, and we don't have a future forecast model that we commonly use. However, the Bitcoin Mining Council has proven controversial in some quarters with comparisons to the oil production cartel, OPEC. Podcaster Marty Bent, the co-founder of Great American Mining, which utilizes wasted gas from energy plants to power its Bitcoin mining operations, drew comparisons to the controversial Bitcoin scaling plans emerged from the 2017 New York agreement in his May 24th newsletter. He says this: "Do they not recall the last time there was a closed-door meeting that involved stakeholders who attempted to speak on behalf of the entire industry? I was getting into cryptocurrency when this happened, and this is where the Bitcoin Cash hard fork came out. These were known as the Bitcoin block size wars. We had Bitcoin Cash, the people that were saying, oh, we're the real Bitcoin, saying that, oh, Bitcoin should have 8 megabytes of storage space on each block so that the blockchain can take on more transactions. The Bitcoin purists, who actually are still part of the Bitcoin network, said, no, we want to keep it at 1 megabyte because that's what it was designed to do. And if you make it 8 megabytes, then it makes the entire network 8 times as larger, and it causes more centralization. You can learn more about that. And guess what? The Bitcoin Standard, one of the books we talk about all the time. Nevertheless, they're saying that this looks the same. But Saylor was quick to rebuff notions that there was any clandestine or non-transparency about the meeting. If it was a secret meeting, I wouldn't have told millions of people the next day that it was a secret meeting. Trust me, you know, we told everybody in the world that we had a meeting, he said. He emphasized the need to fight back against a hostile anti-crypto narrative portrayed by some institutions and media outlets. He says we need to make sure that people that are hostile to Bitcoin and hostile to the crypto industry aren't defining those narratives and defining those models and defining those metrics. In the absence of any good information or any response on our part, they will define those models, and to add to his point, they'll use them against us. The council was made up of North American miners, including Argos Blockchain Capital, Argos Blockchain BlockCap, Galaxy Digital, Hive Blockchain, Hut 8 Mining, Marathon Digital, and Riot Blockchain. So I'm going to leave it there, and we're going to talk about this. We're going to come back to this in a second, but here's the thing. Essentially what Michael Saylor is saying is we need to have a concerted effort against the FUD. Now, here's the interesting thing about that, and this is really a debate that I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think Michael Saylor is right, or do you think that the people that are saying this is a clandestine meeting are right? Here's my take on this. We have always seen that Bitcoin has succeeded without a marketing team, without a branding team, without a company behind it, without all of these meetings. So I think that they're doing a good thing, and I think that this will be a good thing for Bitcoin, and I'm actually on Michael Saylor's side. But I do question if it's absolutely necessary or if it's unnecessary that we are putting on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has always worked because of traditional economic forces like supply and demand, and the people that didn't like it eventually learn about it and they realize, wait a second, this is a big deal. do we need a council like this, even with what Michael Saylor is saying? Like I said, I agree with him, but I do question whether or not it's totally necessary. Give me a 1 in chat if you agree with Michael Saylor and a 2 if you don't. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Tim, what do you think?
I think this is a polarizing thing.
It is.
Some people are going to say, like, oh, man, it's not your place, Saylor, to step in and do that. Other people will be like, thank you, our savior, Michael Saylor.
Michael Savior.
There was a tweet he posted this morning that said Bitcoin has rules without rulers.
Yeah.
I think he's emphasizing, listen, here's the thing. Ultimately, I think there could be, whether he wanted it or not, I think there is a lot of power that he holds. And we kind of discussed that yesterday in the stream. Mm-hmm. You can't be mad at him for giving his opinion. But someone commented on here just a second ago, they're like, I trust his intentions. And that's good. The truth is, I'm probably in the same camp. I trust his intentions. The only thing I would say moving forward is I want to see how this whole thing develops, because if he's able to step in and do something despite his good intentions, is somebody else able to step in and do something that has terrible intentions? But ultimately, like we were just talking about a second ago, this really comes down into, and it's something, Jebb, I was reading comments, so I didn't hear every single word you said. So if I'm repeating what you said, just let me know. This goes into what Michael's really saying is stop going after Elon. Elon is the wrong enemy. Mm-hmm. He's not the enemy of Bitcoin that he's being pegged to be.
Yeah.
There are very real enemies of Bitcoin, and those are the people that are pumping all of this FUD into the market, into the news. And Elon is just trying to be responsible with what he's doing. So that's why he had this meeting. Same thing that we just talked about when people that are from a red state complain about people from a blue state and vice versa. And they're like, oh, stop fighting with each other and fight the common enemy that is there. Yep. And that's what this whole meeting was about. It wasn't saying we're going to trap miners into, and you can give me a finger whenever you want, Smay, because I know you want to do the wrap it up thing. This isn't about trying to take control. This is about trying to ease the worries of people that are coming at it from an environmental standpoint. Because what Saylor is saying, hey, listen, Bitcoin's not bad for the environment, but you know what? Let me reach out a hand to prove it to you.
Yep.
And that is a beautiful thing that overall is very, very helpful in helping all of us Bitcoin maximalists fight the FUD and fight the negative attitude that's being given to Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, let us know in chat if you'd like for us to try and get Michael Saylor on the stream here. We'd love to talk to him, and it might be something that you'd be interested in. I want to shout out Matt C real quick before we moved on. He just donated $10. He donated earlier on in the stream, and I didn't see that.
I have them all saved here. We're going to read those at the end, but you can read that one right now.
I'll read this one, then we'll read them at the end. Matt C says, it feels like Michael Saylor was creating a PR move to combat the FUD from those that were intentionally driving the market down. I agree with him. Matt C, that's my point, is that's what he's trying to do, at least is what it sounds like, is that he's trying to do exactly what you just said. He's trying to get some PR together and say, hey guys, actually Bitcoin isn't the end of the environment. It's not going to cause Armageddon. Calm down. That's basically what he's doing here, and I can get behind that. I do question the need for it, but I can get behind what he's trying to do, and I am a 1 in that vote.
Ultimately, my take on it, and I think this is actually a beautiful thing. That's a peacemaking move.
Yep.
There's two responses you can say to someone who's like, "Oh, Bitcoin's bad for the environment." You can literally say, "You know what, dude? You're wrong. You're stupid. F you." Pretty much. Or you can say, hey, man, no, it's not. Let me show you.
Yep.
And that's what Saylor just did.
Yep.
This is not him agreeing that Bitcoin's bad for the environment, but it's him saying, you know what? I want what's best for the long-term future of Bitcoin, so therefore I will make amends with someone who's not a true enemy so that we can unite to fight the real enemy, and that is whoever is spreading this FUD, centralized banking systems, centralized governments, so on and so forth.
Absolutely, guys. With that, we're going to go ahead and move on to Cardano. I know you guys are really excited about Cardano, and we want to answer the question, is Cardano going to have a hot Cardano summer, as it were? Let's go ahead and look at my chart and do some technical analysis on it. Guys, Cardano is currently sitting at $1.68. It's been in a pretty major rally over the last couple of days, and we have some exciting news on it. Down here on the hourly chart, you guys will see that just like Bitcoin, Cardano is in an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and it's actually in a much more appealing one visually, which kind of fits the meme, doesn't it? Inverse head and shoulders pattern than Bitcoin was in. Its neckline right here is much more stable than Bitcoin's was. It's much flatter than Bitcoin's neckline has been. We can see it has a very well-defined left shoulder, a very well-defined right shoulder, a very well-defined head, and it is already breaking to the upside. Bitcoin, or excuse me, in this case, Cardano has broken the neckline as of roughly midnight last night, and we rallied all the way up to $1.84. We are now pulling back to test this neckline as a support level. You can see that's happening right now. It's sitting around $1.65. So long as Cardano is able to maintain above this neckline, that is more than likely going to result in Cardano Cardano going quite far. As you can see here, its price target would be sitting up around $2.22. That is very exciting news for anyone in this cryptocurrency. Here's the other thing, guys. Cardano had a couple of major corrective movements. We pulled back over here on the 19th of May, and we also pulled back here on the 23rd of May down to $1, and we've already rallied 68% from where that correction pulled back to. Cardano has had one of the strongest recoveries of any of the major cryptocurrencies, and I think the reason for that is because Cardano is in the process of building something real and is not overvalued the way that Bitcoin and Ethereum were. I'm not saying that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not worth what they are, but I am saying that they were built on weak hands. Those weak hands are being shaken out. I don't think Cardano's price was to quite the same degree. The other thing I want to point out here is that Cardano did have a sort of pattern right here. It either had a bull flag, if you want to draw it like this. You could also draw it like this, that it was a consolidation pattern. However you want to draw this, the takeaway is the exact same thing, that Cardano was going to break to the upside, and that has now happened. So good news for anyone holding ADA. Looking out to the daily chart, just as on Bitcoin, we have a bullish MACD cross coming. If we look at the history here, we can see, as you see here, we saw that histogram start to reverse on itself on May the 23rd, but if we look into history, we will see that a very similar thing is bullish for Cardano in its history. I can show you the last couple of times that we've had bullish MACD crosses and histogram reversals. These are a few of them right here. We saw bullishness show up in each case. In this case, we saw a bullish histogram reversal right here, went into a rally, bullish histogram reversal, went into a rally, bullish histogram reversal, traded sideways, but it wasn't a great example anyway, so that's okay. But nevertheless, here's the thing, guys. Cardano is sitting in a very pretty spot. Its volume's a little bit lower, but we're seeing something very similar happen to Bitcoin that we saw happen. We're seeing something very similar happen to Cardano that we saw happen to Bitcoin. We have this bullish engulfing candlestick, and in general, everything looks pretty healthy here. At the end of the day, guys, which I've said probably 17 times this stream, you guys are making fun of me for saying at the end of the day, I think Cardano looks relatively bullish. That's my thing now, Tim.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Let's go to full screen. Let's discuss this. What do you guys think about Cardano? Where do you think Cardano is going this summer? Where do you think Cardano is going by the end of the year? And I'd love to hear what you think about where Bitcoin is going by the end of the year as well. Because the question on the title for today's stream is, can Bitcoin go to $100,000 by the end of 2022? I think the answer is...
I think before 2022.
Before 2022,
yeah, so
yes.
the end of 2021.
Excuse me, the end of 2021 is absolutely yes. I think it can, and I think it probably will. And as far as Cardano, I could easily see Cardano well north of $5 by the end of this year. I don't think that the bull market is over. I do, however, think that the FUD is coming soon to a conclusion, and that will be a very good thing for any of us holding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency bags. I want to hear your take on that in chat, guys, and we're going to answer some super chats here as well.
Yes. Also, I think Smay, people have been asking why you have not been urging them so diligently to hit the like button.
Good question.
I think we need to.
Yeah,
while we read chat, I think you need to give a message to the people.
Hey guys, you should like the stream.
Oh.
Boom, you hear that? Smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's see if we can't get to 1,000 likes. Let's do it.
All right. There are some questions asked to me in chat. I was trying to respond to them, so let me respond verbally. And even Smake or Jebb can help this one. Christian Razzo said, Crypto Jebb and at Crypto Beard, do you believe that the Ethereum price is already factoring in the expected ETH 2.0 update? Do you think that ADA and Ethereum can coexist in an oligopoly? Is that a word? In the future?
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Oligopoly? Okay. Yeah.
Oligarchy? Is that what it says?
I'm reading what was written.
Oligopoly?
Oligopoly is what was written.
I don't know what. I think I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
To answer those questions, because that's two questions, yes, I think they absolutely can coexist because they're actually doing two different things.
Yeah.
They do similar things with smart contracts, and we're going to talk about that in a second because there's another article that I meant to talk about briefly with some reasons why Cardano is going to do well. But yes, I think they can coexist. And what was the first part of that question?
So the first one is, you think the price... I'm trying to paraphrase.
Do I think the price is factored in ETH 2.0?
Yeah.
No, I really don't think it has, actually, because ETH 2.0... Because ETH 2.0 isn't confirmed. If ETH 2.0 was confirmed and we actually knew that this was going to get released and there was enough Ethereum staked and everything, if that was the case, then yeah, maybe. But there's still trouble with Ethereum trying to move over to ETH 2.0 and proof of stake. If that was confirmed, then yeah, I think it would be, but it's not. So
right. All right, let's read some super chats. Candace Siegfried said, bless the Lord, kicking the hump of the week strong. Have my coffee and let's start the day off right. Here we go.
Let's go.
That was the first one. Candace,
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Good deal.
Nahal said, talk about stock market crash and how long we can go.
Okay.
All right. Are you going to look stuff up there?
I mean,
read some other ones?
The stock market hasn't crashed. So
Yeah, I wasn't really sure exactly what was happening there, but thank you for the donation. Miles says that futures and options expire Friday. Huge moves coming.
Huge.
Yeah, the
huge.
not gonna do the Trump impersonation. Huge moves coming. Buy the dip. Hashtag buy the dip.
Hashtag buy the dip. Do it.
Yep.
Buy the dip.
Thanks for the donation, Miles. Matt C. I like Matt C.
I know.
First of all, he gives a lot of money, and
He does.
He spits nothing but facts.
He
I just
really
wanna say,
does.
Before I even read this chat, he is always correct. And that is because he says, prediction, President Tim shocks the world and will be the first to raise the trophy.
Oh, no.
So just so you guys know, this is what you will be seeing on Friday. Just give you a little glimpse.
Boom.
So you'll know, just in case you missed Friday's show. That's what it's going to look like. I was looking at it, by the way, more. There are so many other hidden things. There's like engraved hands with like, there's Dogecoin symbols and more.
Yeah.
VeChain.
No,
there's
there was love
hands
put,
on there.
There was love put into that thing. That's so cool.
That's ridiculous
That's
how
so
much time
awesome.
he put into that.
Yep.
All right, keep going. Himanshu said, best sites, wallets to earn interest / staking rewards on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Cardano? ? What should we be careful about?
So what you should be careful about is anything that promises something that's too good to be true, which is a lot of those. So you have to be careful. There are actual good places that you can do that. Some exchanges allow you to stake Cardano, BlockFolio, not BlockFolio, excuse me, BlockFi. BlockFolio is a great company also. BlockFi has some services like that. I don't personally engage in that, so I'm really not the person to ask. But if you look it up, there are some other credible YouTubers here in the space that talk about that, and I will encourage you to move in their direction. Let's answer maybe one more, and then I want to go through this Cardano article.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. All right. Well, let me do two then, real quick, because one of them is just a statement, one's a question. Darren says, "Love what you guys are doing. Keep spreading the good news. Thank you, Darren,
thank you,
so
Darren.
much." And then Low23 says, "What do you think of Chainlink as a project?"
Do either of you have an opinion on Chainlink?
I do not.
Chainlink is not a cryptocurrency that I'm terribly familiar with. I'm the first person here to tell you guys when I don't know something, and I don't know a lot about Chainlink. What I do know is that I know several people that are very intelligent that are invested in Chainlink, and from what I can tell, it seems to be a good project. I just don't know a whole lot about it. If I'm not mistaken, it has something to do with Ethereum, and they're trying to put a layer 2 solution on it. I could be totally wrong on that. I don't spend a lot of my time researching altcoins. I just don't have time because I spend a lot of my time with the bigger cryptocurrencies. If you guys don't know, I'm more of an investor now than a day trader or a swing trader on some of these low cap altcoins. From what I can tell, though, it is a pretty solid. Project. There is one final one by Corey for $10.
Yes. Okay,
So
you want that one?
Yeah.
All right. So 2021 peak Ethereum price prediction.
Probably. I could see it going as high as 8,000 this year. I don't know that it's going to, but I could see it going as high as 8,000. With that said, let's go ahead and read this article really quickly. I'm going to be brief on this because we're going to wrap out here in a few minutes. It says, will this be a Cardano summer? There are 3 reasons why Cardano may boom and why Cardano may do very well this summer. Number 1, smart contracts are coming with the Alonzo update to Cardano and its blockchain, which will allow for smart contracts, which is something that Cardano has been lacking for a very long time. A lot of people throw flack and shade at Cardano for that. But nevertheless, that's not the reason it was created. It was actually created for a different reason, for decentralized identification. Did over on the continent of Africa. They're already working with Ethiopia. Very, very good news there. But smart contracts coming to Cardano would be a great thing. And with smart contracts, of course, you have the ability for tokenization. There is an ERC20 converter coming to cryptocurrency Cardano that we've talked about here on the stream a couple of weeks ago. We are going to be able to convert tokens from the Ethereum blockchain over and mirror them onto the Cardano blockchain. It's a big deal and something that you want to be paying attention to. One final thing is institutional interest. There is a lot of institutional interest coming to Cardano. We can see here, Cardano saw the largest inflows of $10 million into its blockchain, which may represent investors actively choosing proof-of-stake coins based on environmental considerations. Ever since the environmental concerns have come up in cryptocurrency over the last couple of months, we have seen massive institutional inflows into Cardano and other proof-of-stake projects, and that is another reason why Cardano may end up doing very well this summer. I want to hear your thoughts on that in chat. Before we go, though, guys, I do want to mention one of the sponsors of this channel, and that would be none other than Lux Algo. Lux Algo is a technical indicator pack that actually called this correction. If you look here on my chart, you can see that there was a strong sell signal that showed up at the very beginning of this downtrend. And with that strong sell signal, had you have listened to it, you would have caught this entire movement. Lux Algo is the indicator pack that called that. And if you're interested in learning more about that, I did an entire video on it. You can find that on our channel. And if you'd like to learn more about Lux Algo, you can come to their website with a link in the description box down below. If you decide to sign up and get using Lux Algo, use our coupon code Jebb, Jebb, for $20 off at checkout. 20% off at checkout. And you'll be getting access to to a fantastic indicator pack with a ton of features. It has institutional interest going on in there, lots of different equations that I have found to be very useful in my analysis. Check it out with the link in the description. Let's go ahead and read a couple of chat messages, and then we're going to wrap it out.
Yeah, super chat from Kenneth said, Chainlink first in best dressed Oracle, hit the like. All right.
Smash that like button. Let's do it.
A couple comments on my hat. There's a tag back here.
Don't take it off.
I can't take it off.
yeah.
This is actually Smay's hat.
It's Smay's
I just
hat.
wanted a new hat, but Smay said
I gave him the
I
hat.
can't
My
pull
dad
off.
gave him the hat, actually.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, this was the hat
Yeah.
that on stream we said, what does Smay have to do to get a free hat?
If Smay did something, we get him a hat.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't going to get him a hat because I'm a bad friend, but then my dad showed up to our
Gave him a
office
hat.
and gave me a
It's
hat.
a great hat. I might have to buy it.
I know.
for you,
It's a
Smay.
dope
I kinda
hat.
like it.
Yeah.
Also, I have a comment here from me, and it says, "Hey guys, we're on TikTok now. So you
That's
guys
Crypto
should
Jebb
go
Official.
follow us at Crypto Jebb Official." Okay, thank you, commenter.
Do that. And by the way, guys, another announcement is that we now have a newsletter. This newsletter is coming out weekly, and it's got a ton of great information in it. I was looking at it earlier today, and it's something that I would actually use. Like, if I was not me and leading the team that makes this newsletter, it's something that I would sign up for, and I think you should sign up for it also. The link's in the description box down below. You'll get a lot of value out of it. It's totally free. We're not trying to pitch you anything. We just want to give you content. We just want to give you information. If you'd like to sign up for our newsletter, the link for that is in the description box down below. Any final thoughts before we wrap it out, gentlemen?
Man, I think we need to update people on what is happening with the price
Yes, we do.
because,
We have a trophy
again,
on our
if you guys are
line.
just joining, this is going to be the new trophy that was made for us by JD.
That's so cool.
It's
I
so-
get
That is
uncomfortable
so
when you hold it
freaking
from
cool.
the
we need to
top.
That's what
definitely-
I was going to say that after
Yeah,
the
can you
stream.
hold
Don't
it
hold it from the
bottom?
top. I'm worried the Thanos glove is going to break off.
Oh, yeah, no, that's why I'm holding like this.
Oh, I know, but
Okay.
you like picked it up. But
Well, you kind of have to.
Okay.
No,
Anyway,
grab it from the
so
bottom.
it's pretty solid. Give JD some credit. He made it pretty
fair.
solid. I'm going to be holding this Friday. Just
are
giving
you?
Heads up.
Okay. Okay.
And we will definitely make an Instagram post or something to give you guys the clear picture of everything going on because it is complex.
Yes.
But where we are sitting, just in case you have forgotten what our predictions are, Tim, we're going to start. The way he made this was backwards from how I usually have it. But Tim, if you are Team Tim, let me know in the chat, thinks that Bitcoin will be sitting at 42,000. I think I might be a little low, but it's okay because I'm the highest prediction, so I think I'll win that. Ethereum 2,800, same story. And Cardano $1.80, again, same story. Smay's about way off. Now things could change, but he says that Bitcoin's gonna be at 30,000, Ethereum at 1,900, and Cardano at $1. So let us know in chat if you agree.
I was in the middle of getting my tooth fixed at
that
a
sounds
dentist.
like an excuse.
Excuses.
Jebb said 40,000. Now that's a good pick, although he put an X by it, meaning he was not confident in that pick.
I was not confident in it.
It is his pick, though.
It is still my pick, though.
If it's at 40,000, good for Jebb. Anything less than 41, he would pull the win. I don't think it's going to matter. I think we're going to be above 42. He said 2,600 for Ethereum, though, and $1.35 for Cardano. Not bad picks, just not good enough, in my opinion. I think Team Tim, Team Beard is taking home the W, but let us know in chat what you guys think. It's
Joshua
only
Haynes
Wednesday.
says what he thinks. He says, Jebb has to let y'all win every now and then, otherwise the game wouldn't be fun.
That's
Hey,
fine. Let me win. I'll take the trophy.
I'm letting them win, totally. It wasn't like I sat down 2 minutes before the stream and Tim said, oh, we got to do price prediction. I said, crap. I haven't been looking at the chart all weekend because I have a life. And then I was like, oh, no. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's stream. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll tell you why. Because we value integrity. We're going to tell you what you need to know and make sure that we're also giving you what you want to know. You're going to find that intersection here, and you're going to get good value and good content because of it. If you want to learn more about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, sign up for the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy with a link in the description box down below. Follow our channel, hit that post notification bell, and tune in at 9:30 every single weekday for Coffee and Crypto. We will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30. But for now, though, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.